Good evening, sports fans, and welcome again to another edition of Big Time Sports. I'm the mellow tones of Charlie Jones, and tonight in the house, we are going to be talking about the Cleveland Browns. Not the actual Browns team per se, but we've got a group here with us tonight, Tuscarawas County Browns backers. It's the Cleveland Browns fan club here in Tuscarawas County. They do a lot of stuff, to make the Browns aware that things are happening in the county. So I've got Rich Dessaker, Randy Lindsay, and a whole bunch of guys from the Tuscarawas County Browns Backers Club here this evening. We're going to talk about a football camp at Dover, a football camp put on by these guys, the Browns backers of Tuscarawas County, and then later in the show, we're going to talk about a really big bowling event that's coming up here in June. So with that, let's get into this now, and I want to start things off by saying great congratulations, sweet banana Dover softball ladies. Wow, Dover softball state champs. Congratulations, Hannah Duff, Jim Morris, and the whole roster of Dover softball girls. We, the Big Time Sports guys, we were there to bring you all the big action. As a matter of fact, I'm a little bit hoarse tonight because we did 6 games in 3 days. Repeat, we did 6 games in 3 days from Firestone Stadium, and believe me, I am worn out as I tape this show on a Monday night. But congratulations, state champions, the Dover softball ladies. Also, I want to throw a attaboy in. What a great season the Garaway Pirates had. Congratulations to Coach Koshmiter and the rest of the group on a great season at Garaway High School. Now, I want to talk to you about, do you know how many people we had lean in and watch that Dover Holland Springfield State Championship game? We had over 21,000 people. As a matter of fact, 21,660 people on that Dover State Championship game. Why the big number? Because we have the media platforms. When we send a video programming piece out, it doesn't just go to a little teeny YouTube. It goes to YouTube. It goes to Facebook. It goes to our website. It goes to broadcast TV. Broadcast TV is like this. And then also it goes to Spectrum Cable TV. That's why we dwarf everybody else with our huge viewership number. So having said that, I'm going to step back, take a quick break. We've got the Browns backers coming in. We're going to talk football camp in the big house, and then we're going to talk about bowling with the Browns after you watch this from Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's. Wendy's has a fresh JBC or double stack in the app for only $1. In fact, they're so fresh, this JBC is still getting made. There she is. Show off. For the freshest deals on what you love, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show, and as advertised, we've got the Tuscarawas County Browns backers with us this evening. Two big events coming up here soon. This weekend is a big youth camp over in the Big House, over in the stadium at Dover, and I have two of those organizers with me on this segment. So let's introduce first the Dover Youth Football Director, and his name is Rich Schweitzer. And Rich, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks, Charlie. Glad to be here.
All right, glad to have you. And last but certainly not least, and a lot of you people out there are going to recognize this guy. Some of it good, some of it maybe not so good. But this is our old buddy, Roe Goldstein, in the house tonight with old Mellow Tones. And Roe,
hello, T County. Glad to be here.
that was pretty good. Okay? All right, now, guys, let's talk about this youth football camp we got coming up. Now, it's this weekend
Yep, Friday.
over at the stadium in Dover, the Big House. So, Roe, how are you involved?
I'm involved. I produce sports camps. Work with NFL coach Stump Mitchell is a good friend of my main clients. I've been doing sports camps across the map for 15 years or so. I got out of grad school. I met my good friend here, Mr. DeSecker, and I've been in this community for 2 years. And I have to take my hat off. This is a very special place. I was not familiar with New Philadelphia in the Dover area, but they welcomed me, and I've met some of the best people in my life here. So I wanted to give something to the community, to the kids, to kind of earn my keep. And
Okay.
I think it's important to give back to the community. And, you know, they introduced me to Rich, and we started talking and things. I don't really know how everything happened, but we're here today.
Sure, that's great. And well said. Hey, glad to have you on board tonight. All right, guys. And Rich, what about you? You've been doing this. You told me before we rolled tape, you had the Percy Garner in this youth football. That must have been, what, 25 years ago, 30 years ago?
Yeah, close.
So how many years have you been the director of the Dover football camp?
So between coaching and being commissioner, I started in 1993.
1993.
So this will be my 33rd
Second.
season.
Okay, 33rd season with the Dover Youth Football Project.
Yep.
All right, so how many kids what's the average camp?
So typically, well, first of all, I'll say this camp is unprecedented. So what we're doing with this event has never been done in the history of Dover Youth Football, or to my knowledge, anywhere around here. This is going to be big. So we've got almost 180 kids signed up already for this, which is it's a big number. And you know, typical camps in the past that we sponsored with Dover Youth Football only, you know, we would get 70, 80 kids typically. So we've got a nice showing for this, and we invited the age group, I think 6 to 14 years old. Mm-hmm. So basically, you know, first grade up through about 8th grade. So we're quite excited about it.
All right, so you in coordination with Roe. Roe, I got to ask you this question. Are there any ex-Browns going to show up in the Big House for this camp?
We are bringing Hanford Dixon will be in town. I did talk to Eric Metcalf. There's a good chance he'll be there. And then we have the longtime NFL running back coach, Stump Mitchell, the running back whisperer, who has been in this community. He came to Shenanigans when I met yourself. And so to have him come back here, he loves the town of Dover and New Philly. So he's our guy as well.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 15 years. Okay, you're wired into the NFL. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You've been associated with my buddies here in T County for a couple years now. Okay, so why should I sign my son up to come to this camp? Why do you think, Roe, it's special?
Well, the purpose of the camps is to learn the fundamentals of the game. I think in today's sports, you get away from the game has been the same for 100 years as far as the parameters of the field and the rules. Sometimes we get away from form tackling. And it's simple, you know, the game is broken down where anybody can play if they understand the fundamentals. So the other part of it is the community aspect. So we want to bring the community together through the sports and through football. So that's our main goals.
Rich, how many directors, how many coaches are you going to have on the field to take care of all these youngsters coming in to learn the fundamentals of football?
Yeah, so I think we're going to have close to 10 total. So Rowe does a really good job organizing and running the event. They have their own coaches, and then with them, we'll blend in some of the Dover coaches. So we've gotten some commitment from Dover Varsity to have a few of their coaches, and then some of the staff from the youth football will be there as well. So it'll be well organized and well run event.
True or false question? Jim Brown was the best
True.
running back. Thank you, because if you said no, I'm afraid of you.
I'm gonna save you some time. True.
I'm afraid of you, but I'd have this guy give you a backhand. But thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you must have watched Jimmy Brown carry the football.
I understand.
Yeah,
what
you and I aren't rookies, are we?
No, we're not.
Okay, so the camp is this Saturday.
Friday.
Oh, excuse me, this Friday. So
Friday.
what time did the campers report? Take me through your outline. Take me through the steps that these kids are going to go through.
It's a 9 a.m. registration. We usually do that from 9 to 10 to get everybody settled, get every kid a T-shirt. We're going to get everybody organized, get our station set up. 10 o'clock, we'll begin the camp. We'll have 5 to 7 stations. Again, they'll be able to run, block, every aspect of the sport will be in each drill station. We'll have 2 coaches to 3 coaches at each station. And then we'll have a break time. We want to say hello to our friend Lene at Shenanigans, who's providing food and pizza. And so we appreciate that. And also City Barbecue to our good friend Dustin, who's with the Here We Go Brownie. So we got a lot of great community support for the camp.
Rich, sounds to me like you got everything ready to go.
We do. Yeah, we're excited about it.
If you can, do you want to have this exact same thing transpire next year?
We sure would. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really successful event. I think it's just going to be great for the community and the kids to really bring the Browns backers, have an opportunity to get exposure to some of the players and coaches like Stump Mitchell, Hanford Dixon, Eric Metcalf potentially, and just really thankful to Rowe for getting us this opportunity to do it. So something we're definitely interested in doing, and who knows, maybe this is the start of an annual event camp for us.
Hey, I just got back from vacation, and little Johnny Jones, 10 years old, okay, I just got back. I just found out about this for some reason. How can I get him into camp now? I realize it's coming up Friday morning, but if I mention Rowe Goldstein's name, do you think I can slide in my registration form?
I think we could
so.
pull some strings.
I think I can get a guy to get you accommodated.
All right, now, last question, Rowe, and then I got to throw this to a break, okay? So, if I show up Friday morning over there in the big house, can you get me in a 60-yard dash with Greg Pruitt?
I can arrange that. My guy Rich can arrange that too.
Okay, so wait a minute. How about me against Randy Lindsay? Who you betting on? Now, come on now.
I'm betting on you.
You go, good guy.
You're
That's
smart man.
exactly right. It's my show, so you answered that correctly. All right, we're going to throw it to break. We're having a good time. Rowe Goldstein and Rich Schweitzer in the house with old Charlie. And take a look what's walking in here. What's waving to you there? Wow, Rich, who is that guy?
That's Chomps. That's old Chomps from the Browns.
All right. So we're going to bring him in and somebody else after we come back from this break. So we'll be back after you watch this from Rowe Goldstein's, Rich Schweitzer's, and my young friend here, favorite TV show. We'll be back. Compliments of Ferris Chevrolet Toyota.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
The other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. Tonight we are having a good time with some guys that are really dedicated to the game of football. In that last segment, we talked about the big Dover Youth Football Camp that's coming up this Friday in the Big House at Dover. My young friend here, Ro Goldstein, was in that last segment, and Ro, you did a pretty good job.
Thank you.
And Ro, why don't you introduce to millions of TV fans the young man you have sitting beside you?
This is my good friend. I'm Ro Goldstein. This is my good friend, Rich DeSecker, who's now the president of the T County Browns backers.
All right. Thank you, Ro and Rich DeSecker. Welcome aboard,
Thanks,
my
Charlie.
friend.
Appreciate it. Super appreciate you guys giving us the time. And before we start, I want to give a big shout out to the Dover girls softball team for bringing the state title back to Dover. Good job, girls.
You got that right, and guess what I did in my opening segment? I did the same thing. Wow, did you see those Dover ladies? Baby. Boom! Get it out of here. Home run city, baby.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big deal. Okay, so guys, let's talk now a little bit more about this football camp. So fill in, Ro or Rich, whatever you want to do, and then we can talk about other things because we still have some time left.
That's perfect. Like I said, I don't know if Rich remembers, but back in 1985, Dover actually had a football camp, and Mike Pruitt came down. And I remember the influence that Pruitt had on me, that I always told Ro, we got to bring something to Dover. I've always been a Tornado. I just want to get back to the community. Proud to be a Tornado. And without this guy's help, never would have happened.
Okay, so Ro, who has the biggest influence on you, Greg Pruitt or Randy Lindsay?
Randy Lindsay, easy.
Easy?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, so keep going. Now tell us about this camp.
Like I said, just with Rich and all, we have a big shout out to my cousin Jake DeSecker for coming out to help. I'm just proud of this. It's huge for Dover. I mean, not only Dover, but Tuscarawas County. That I think this is going to be not the first time, but years to come with it.
Well, you almost, if my math is correct, you almost doubled your enrollment against past years.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you got, how many you got coming in now, Ro?
We have 177 right now.
177, and I think I heard Rich Schweitzer tell me something like 80, 90 used to be the norm in the enrollment. So, yeah, but you got a great attendance, and Ro and the Browns are helping you push that.
Oh, big time. And like I said, again, without Ro, Rich, just the community itself, kind of skeptical at first. Started off, we know how it would go, but all of a sudden, a build from like 20 kids, 50 kids, 100 kids, 150 kids, and it's going to be great. Like I said, not just for Dover, but Tuscarawas County.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. These kids are not coming just from Tuscarawas County, apparently.
Yes.
Coming from everywhere.
Right, that's good. That's good for business.
Very good.
And good for the kids.
Very good. Like I said, we're super excited. And like Rose said, a big shout out to Lene. And Lene's been like a tremendous part of this. She's sponsoring water, food, everything. She's going to help out with everything there. Without her, none of this would be possible too. So big shout out to Lene.
Maybe can I slide in, Ro, about, so what time is lunch break?
I think around 12-ish.
So if I stop in about
12:30,
12:15, can you slide me a couple pieces of that delicious Papa John's pizza?
I can. I'll put it to the side for you.
Okay, baby.
We'll get him a VIP pass.
Oh, yeah, won't that be something?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just mention
Oh,
Rose's
that's-
name.
That's all you need to do. That's it.
That'll get it done.
Oh, yeah. All right. So what are you going to be doing at the camp? You're just going to be walking around and acting like you're directing people?
I'm facilitating, making sure everybody's having fun and talking to the parents. The football camp is also a place to network and meet people. I have a coach from Akron Hovind who goes downstate every year coming. I have a coach from East Akron. So it's really about bringing people together. Sports is the overall premise, but we're here to meet people and mend new relationships.
Okay, so how do you handle 190 kids?
That's why we have him.
Okay.
Well, this is how we handle it. We're going to spread out the responsibility. The main thing, the camp is not to babysit your kids. So if you send your kids to the camp, they're going to go home and take a nap because they're going to work. I'm a little old-fashioned. And
they're going to be sweating a little bit.
If you leave your kid with me, he'll be All-American in about a year. So if you drop him off, they're going to get put to work.
Okay. All right. Now, you've seen the big house. You've seen what a nice facility it is.
Beautiful stadium.
So what a good thing for the Tuscarawas
Oh,
County
big time.
Browns backers to have a facility like, you know, like the big house.
Oh, big time, big time. And if I can, Randy, I want to give two big shout outs to two of our biggest sponsors. First of all, Randy from T County Boxing Academy and Marlite. They were huge sponsors for this event. And again, without them, this probably wouldn't have happened. So Randy, thank you, my man.
All right, so with that, guys, guess what? This time I got to throw it to a break and, you know, pay for all those people out there clamoring for an autograph with my buddy Goldstein here. So let's do that. So we'll be back with more with the Browns backers after you watch this from Rich Desecker's favorite automotive dealer in the row. Who is that? It's Ferris
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet Toyota.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
It's always that personal touch that they know you.
Primetime has people that can help you through every step of the way, and when you're my age, you need that extra help.
You don't want a lot of questioning when you're already dealing with a medical issue. Primetime is trying to help us get down the road as long as we can.
And if you're not in the right situation, a senior can lose everything. I feel with Primetime we picked the best program.
I wanted something that I could learn a little bit more about what I was passionate about.
I wanted to learn a trade that would always be in demand.
Buckeye has so many opportunities for everyone.
You're here because you want to do what you came here to do.
This is the best choice that I've made. I just think it's set me up to be a better person.
Welcome back to the Big Time Sports Show. Tonight we've got the Browns backers in the house, and we're talking about a big Dover Youth Football Camp coming up in about 3 or 4 days. Well, as a matter of fact, Friday over in Dover Stadium. With me now is Browns backers president Jason Haney. And Jason, welcome aboard.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, his sidekick, the vice president, Rich Desecker. Rich?
Other way around, Charlie, but it's okay.
Okay.
I was gonna let it slide. So.
Okay. All right. So, hey, so guys, so you know, from what I'm hearing so far, your buddy Rowe, okay, and your buddy Schweitzer have done great jobs putting this whole thing together. Talk about it.
Big time.
So I want to start off. We're having a huge bowling event at Wabash Lanes in New Philadelphia, June 21st. It's the Legends Bowling. It's gonna be a family-friendly event. We're going to have Mike Pruitt, Greg Pruitt, Felix Wright, Anthony Griggs, Travis Tucker, Ralph Hawley, Dre Donovan, and Clayton Callender all making appearances. To get in there, to check everybody out, it's a $5 general admission, or you can get an autograph bundle, which will include one autograph of every person there, and it includes your general admission. Our bowling lanes are very limited, could possibly be sold out by the time everybody sees this. It's going to be a very hot event. A very good event, another good event for the community that we want to bring in. It's been a while since we had former athletes down in the area to meet with kids and family. So I'm very, very excited about this. It's a lot of work on both our hands. It's another full-time job on the side, but it's all worth it at the end to see all the kids, family get together and make memories here in the community.
Gates open at what time, Jason?
Noon.
All right.
So noon to 5.
Noon to 5. All right. So they tell me that there's going to be something set up outside in the yard, in the fenced yard there at the bowling alley. Is that right? What
That's right. We're going to have most of the year. We have two vendors, two food vendors come. We have Miller's Creamery and Big Ramy's food truck. We have 2 of the Super Browns fans coming down. They'll bring a bunch of memorabilia down. We have a company called Fourth and Goal. They're they sell memorabilia. They're having a big booth. So it's going to be a big, as you say, really big event.
Really big event.
Yes, it is.
You know, sponsored by our good friends from the Tusc County Browns backers,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so if it opens at noon and it goes to 5, Jason, where do the proceeds go? I mean, you guys going to like go to Myrtle Beach? Or
No,
Hilton
no,
Head?
no, not at all, no.
What's it?
No.
You wish, but
Yeah.
no way. So with proceeds, help who?
Dover Youth Football Program. We partnered up with them, and we want to make sure whatever extra beyond cost can go to them with help with equipment or whatever needs they need to do to keep that camp and program going.
So
strong.
you guys are in concert with my young friend Rich Schweitzer over there. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Rich has been over there, as he just told us, since Shamu was a tadpole. He's been over there with that Dover Youth Program, right? So you guys are working with him every year.
No, this will be the first year.
This is our first year doing this.
This is first year.
Yes.
First year when we decided to do this event, Jason and I were thinking, hey, what can we give back to the community? And all of a sudden, dawned on me, Dover Youth Football. So, like I said, we're hoping at least 30% of all of our proceeds will go to Dover Youth Football.
You know, this is kind of like a backstream thing, but last night I'm at a graduation party, and who do you think was the first? When I walked around the corner, who was the first guy? Hey, Charlie, how you doing? To offer me his hand. I'll give you a hint. Dover football.
Dan Ift.
Dan Ift.
That's my neighbor.
Dan Ift, the first guy. I'll tell you what, Dan Ift. As far as I'm concerned, he's a legend.
Oh,
Not only is Dan Ift a good coach, he's a good man.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get off that now. Let's talk about what you guys are doing. What else you got going?
So we'll have outside seating available. We'll have tent, chairs, tables. We also, like Rich said, we'll have super fans. We're going to have 50-50s, raffles, lots of sports memorabilia to raffle off. We'll have our Tuscarawas County Browns backer shirts, hats, and a team signed helmet that was donated to us by another club of ours that has 17 Browns signatures on it.
Wow. So this date is June what?
21st.
June 21st. Doors open at noon. So be there or be square.
Definitely.
Now get there early.
Yes.
You know, because like you say, the bowling alleys are limited, and I know there's going to be a lot of people from, toddler to old guy like me, that are going to want to bowl against some of these guys.
Yep. Then, again, Randy, I said in the last segment, I want to give a shout out to our home base for our Browns backers, Shenanigans and Lene. I've said it before, without Lene helping us, this never would have happened. Before we took over and Lene helped, we had like 67 members in our backers. We've grown into 237, which ranks 3rd in the state.
Wow, that's big, really
Yes.
big, right,
Yep,
guys?
yes,
All right, they're telling me I got less than 60 seconds. Have you guys ever seen a big-time sports show?
Yes.
Do you know how we always say goodnight? Can you guys help me say goodnight?
Get the show.
I know Rich can. Now, Jason, what
You're the
about
new one. You got to do it.
All right, here we go, guys. The Browns backers are in the house. Stay tuned next week. We're going to talk about the big bowling event coming up June 21st. All right, so keep your socks high and your powder dry.
And your powder dry.
And good night, everybody.
Come on.
Come on, man.